Hey guys, I'm Jenna Bush, Entertainment Editor for Fan TV, and I am here with the creators of The Pretender, Stephen Long Mitchell and Craig W. Van Sickle.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Happy anniversary.
Yes, happy anniversary. And guys, thank you so much for joining us today in the Google Hangout. If you're watching live on Fan Voice, there's a little button that you can click right in the article so you can join us if you have to ask a question. All you have to do is go to the chat little button on the left side of the screen and type in your question. And our lovely moderator, Jenna Hannon, say hi, Jenna. Hopefully she'll say hi. But anyway, she'll be moderating your questions and she will be telling us all about them. There she is. Okay, guys, so you have big announcements, 3 big announcements.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh.
Let us dive in. Excuse me, or excuse us if we look at notes because we were writers, not actors, and we couldn't remember what we wrote. And we wanted to be as clear as we can with you guys today. First, we really want to thank everybody around the globe for joining us today. This is a day that we've waited for many years. It's also, as Jenna said, an anniversary. It is a birthday for The Pretender. Apparently 17 years ago, as everyone out there has pointed out to us, was the first time The Pretender aired. And so we thank you for that. We thank you for all the tweets we got this morning, all the happy birthday tweets. I'd forgotten it had been 17 years and I'd forgotten how old Craig had gotten.
Yeah, well, guilty. And you know, it's been a long, lonely, silent trek from the last beach of Island of the Haunted. And what's key to us is that you guys never gave up and we never gave up and we knew this day would come, and thank you for showing up today.
Okay, so what we're really thrilled about, as we mentioned before, is like we've got the rights back to The Pretender. We're on the brink of something that's new and wonderful for all of us. But we're going to step back 1 second again. Thank you. It's like 10 weeks ago, Craig and I were looking at each other and we thought, okay, we've written a novel. Is there anyone out there who even cares anymore? So we thought, and we weren't social media guys, so we thought, okay, we'll tweet, we'll send out a few Facebooks and see what happens. And we are just really humbled by the fact that literally from around the world, from Moscow to Algeria to Australia to America to Portugal, France to Italy, to a place called the Duchy of Luxembourg that we didn't know existed, that you guys have embraced us in such a way. And we just want to let you know that we're only here because of you, that you kept this alive and you have a lot of strength. So you've always been loyal to us and we're going to be loyal to you. And basically what we realized is together we could do anything, really anything.
Great news. Jared is free, right? He's free, and we've been working hard to find the best ways to basically bring The Pretender back in a special way for you guys, for everybody. And we're thrilled to say that there's a lot of great stuff in store for the loyal fans and the new fans alike. And we're very excited. We believe and hope that the rebirth of The Pretender will absolutely blow your mind. That's our goal.
All right, well guys, let's start with our first announcement.
The first announcement is the immediate launch of our website, which is...
I have it right here.
You do?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have a high-tech version right here, so that's...
Mine's cooler.
Cool. Yeah. It's www.thepretenderlives.com, and it's up, it's going. We want you guys to go on, and first we want to say this site was built by some incredibly talented people. Fans chipped in. The company that we want to kind of talk about is IMI Software. Pete Amari, we love you, Pete. Thank you. You did great work. See, I've got the high-tech one.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And they've done amazing work, so please check them out. They've been great.
Yeah, they've been terrific. But one thing we want to say about the website, we want you to go and explore it and like it, but we want to say too that it's not just a website that's a celebration of a TV show. There's lots of those out there. But we realized as we were putting it together with the help of Pete and for everyone else who contributed to this that The Pretender wasn't just a TV show. It was something that it's kind of a shared experience where millions of people around the world sat in front of their televisions and saw some amazing characters like Jared and Miss Parker and Sydney who somehow touched their hearts. So when we were putting this together, we thought, we want this website to be, or our website is basically intended to be that we continue that rebirth experience, and one that makes that experience, that communal experience, something that will really connect us all globally. We'd like the website to be a place that people come to for all things Pretender, past, present, and especially the future. and a home base for what is the rebirth of the Pretender, and not just the rebirth of the first novel, but the rebirth of everything that will spawn from that. And we have a lot of stuff in store.
Steve and I talked a long time about the site, and the key thing for us was to create a site that was for thinkers, creators, innovators, people who are turned on by the odd and unusual, kind of like you.
Kind of like me.
And people who know that life is a gift, as Jared said many years ago, and people who want to share that kind of community together globally. This is global, and that's been our whole goal. We're so excited to be part of this experience, and we hope you guys are too, and we can't wait for you to jump on the website and get involved. We really think we have something that's going to take you on an amazing ride.
Okay, well, now I hear you have a second announcement.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Jenna Bush. As you explore the site, what you're going to find out is one of our brand new projects, and probably one besides the book, besides the first novel, we're going to launch a series of graphic novels. And I know we mentioned it earlier, but we want to launch a series of graphic novels, and we wanted to do a couple things, or there's a couple reasons why we're so excited. One, the first series of graphic novels is going to be about the origins of the center, about how the center began, and basically we want to have it serve as something that can answer all the questions that you've asked. Well, maybe not all of them, but a lot of the questions you've asked about the origin of the center and how it all started and established. And the other thing we're very excited about is that we were lucky to really collaborate and make a partnership with some very, very talented people who are going to do these books with us.
First and foremost would be Miss Jenna Bush.
I've been dying to say something about this.
And along with Jenna, of course, is one of our favorite graphic artists, Jeffrey Henderson. Amazing talent, both of them. Jenna blew our minds with both of her stories in an anthology known as Womanthology. One piece was called Archetypes, about a woman who has these dreams and investigates crimes. Sounds like odd and unusual to me.
Right.
Fits right in. The other is one is called Ladybird, which she co-wrote about the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. Amazing stories. We fell in love with her writing, and we're so thrilled to have you.
I am so honored to be a part of this. I really am, and I just can't even believe I get a chance to be part of this world.
Thank you.
So right now, I would like to kind of switch hats with Jenna and interview her for a little bit.
Oh.
Jenna,
Yes.
as we know,
Can I play?
oh yes, you can. Yes. Jenna, as you know, Stephen Craig will never, ever give answers to anyone.
That's true.
Will you be willing to give some answers about what ground the graphic novels cover and what answers will be finally given to the fans?
Yes. Okay. So you guys have been calling me the blonde Miss Parker, which I love, by the way. So I feel like I'm authorized to give some answers.
Absolutely.
We're going to be talking about the origin of the center, which is huge, and I know you guys have been asking. It starts in another country, and when I show you the cover, you may get a little hint into which country this is. And we're going to find out a lot about young Miss Parker.
Oh. Well, Craig, I know that Steve won't let us know anything, but maybe you will answer a question here for me.
Okay.
Let me see. What does it say? It says, Craig,
Yes.
will you talk about Miss Parker as a little girl, discovering stories in the origin of the center and her family heritage and secrets and lies?
Wow. Sounds like.
I would never say any of
It
that.
sounds like a graphic novel.
It does sound like
Yeah.
that, but I would never let that out.
Well, you know, little Miss Parker grew up in a very incredible world that Jenna and Jeffrey are going to bring to life. And this world has a history that goes way back. One of our things when we first started The Pretender was we want to do more with the center. We want to do more with the center. There's so much rich history there. And Miss Parker witnessed a lot of it firsthand. Some of it happened before she was born, but a lot of it happened while she was born. So
While she was growing up.
while she was growing up. So there's some really cool, twisted, weird.
Oh,
stuff.
it's twisted
Yeah,
and weird.
okay,
trust
I'm
me.
counting on you, Jenna. So please.
I'm good with twisted and weird.
Okay.
Well, like,
We
and which is
figured that.
which is one of the reasons why.
Okay, guys,
Which
we're
is-
back. The center took us down.
Right, which is, I'm sorry that story was such a long story, but that is really why we named Miss Parker that first name. So anyhow, now let's move on.
Oh,
Now we move forward.
Yeah.
Where are we here? Oh, not only was Jenna the most wonderful person we could possibly collaborate with, we're really thrilled. We're talking about Jeffrey and some of the stuff he's done.
Jeffrey has done some amazing work. He's worked for DC, Marvel, Image Comics. He's done major feature films, Twilight Eclipse, Inception, Spider-Man 3 and 4, tons of Sam Raimi stuff.
I couldn't memorize all that.
Oz.
Oz the Great and Powerful. He's amazing. He's
He is
amazing.
amazing.
And
You know, and what he'll be doing for us initially is he's going to do the cover.
Yes.
Don't
which-
show him everything.
I
Well,
can
you
show them
him
this
all of
because
it.
it's not quite done yet.
Okay, he'll be doing the cover of the very
Mm-hmm.
first, the cover for the preview issue with, you know, with Jen and the pages inside. And we're not sure how much more he can give us, but we are trying to get him to agree to do the covers for all 6 and to art direct them all. And, you know, the reality is, it's like, we don't know if we can do that. And it would probably be wrong to say that, you know, if people were to find out what is a way to contact him on the internet, and we're actually
You mean
pestering
like a
him.
website?
Like a website, and they could like pester him and say like, they
Yeah.
really thought he should do the cover. And things. That might work.
It would only be fair.
Yeah, but that would be crass for us to do that. So
It
that's,
would.
we wouldn't do that.
It would.
So you
But-
wouldn't go on to planethenderson.tumblr.com or tweet at him at Planet Henderson to convince him, not at all.
I wouldn't. I would not. No, not as far as he knows.
There's decorum.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
So basically, the whole secret to Baby Parker is tied to the cookbook and the recipes.
Okay, so that's all the blood cord stuff.
All of it, yeah.
You guys are so
thank you,
neat.
thank you for saying all of that, because that's an incredibly elaborate, you know, people are always asking about Baby Parker, and that's the answer, so I'm
You
glad
guys are
you
gonna
got
get
that.
Thank you all.
so many angry tweets.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, the center took us down, so we're going completely guerrilla now. Changed everything. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
we
keep
should.
going where we left off. Sadly, you will not get the secret of Baby Parker.
Someday.
Someday.
Yes. And I
Maybe
wanna-
I'll put it in a graphic novel. You don't know.
And I want everyone to know that, who's on our website now on the live chat, that I'm answering, but I can't figure out how to get on. So, oh wait, someone's telling me now. Okay, I'll be on soon to answer some of your questions. Anyhow,
Okay.
we are now where? Where are we? We're talking about.
Right, we were talking
about.
about Planet Henderson
Yeah.
and
Jenna, can you tell us, is there a broad time frame for this graphic novel?
it's coming pretty quick. But guys, if you go to Kamikaze Expo in Los Angeles, we're going to be handing out a 6-page promo. So that is the beginning of November. I
First
write
to the third, I think.
first to the third.
Oh,
indeed.
my.
Yes. So I will actually be writing very, very quickly. So it shouldn't actually take very long.
Okay, well here's the other thing too, is like, if we have this first from the third and we have this, what do you call it?
Kamikaze Expo.
No, I know Kamikaze, but what are you having now?
Oh, the preview. It's 6-page preview.
So, somehow or another, we'll have to make that available for everyone, won't we?
Yes, we will.
So that'll be, I think it's a Craig thing.
It's an edge.
It's an act, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I'm on
look, so we're sorry we were gone. That's really all we have to say for today.
Wait a
Thank you.
second. There was another thing.
There was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yes, oh, the book thing.
Yeah, we are thrilled to announce
What are we gonna announce?
the release date of our first Pretender novel,
What is it called?
Rebirth.
Rebirth.
Yes.
I should read that one.
Really, this whole thing started, you know, the novel Rebirth was the tent pole for the rebirth of the Pretender. And we're very proud of it. So we're finally able to announce that the release date is going to be October
7th. 7th.
7th.
We said it out loud,
That's
so
right.
hopefully everyone.
It's going to be available globally on Amazon. It's going to be on every book format, ebook format, paperback, all the ebook sites that you can buy the book. It's going to be there. So October 7th, Rebirth, The Pretender. We're putting it out there. We just hope you love it.
You know, I should point out that there were so many of you guys, so many loyal fans on here that is actually what crashed us. So wouldn't it be cool if we could crash Amazon? Not really. We don't really want to crash Amazon. You know what we mean.
Oh, yes, we do.
All right, maybe we do.
Yeah.
Don't crash Amazon. Don't crash our website, but crash Amazon. and really, which kind of takes us to something else that is like, you know, and it does come back to you guys have done. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Everything you guys did, the way you kept this dream alive for us, and whatever it was that we wrote that touched your heart. We're just thrilled that we were able to do this. We're thrilled that we're all back together again. And the reality is, together we can do anything. What our thought is that, you know, if we can crash Google, if we can crash Amazon, if we can do that when the books come out and the graphic novels come out, everyone in this town, Hollywood, will say, oh shit, oh look, Someone's calling me
There's
from
Hollywood
Portugal telling me how to chat with you. I'll be back to you in a second. But the point is, you guys have done this, and as we kind of like roll this out and the momentum builds, it's only going to help us when we start taking over the world by making movies and hopefully new TV shows
Very
and
nice.
all the other medias and books and stuff we're going to do.
Well, which, you know, was
I'm off script.
it was kind of our goal with the website too, was to create a website that was truly global, number one, but also that literally would try to build a whole new, what we call center universe. A place where everybody, new fans, old fans, no matter where you live, can come and, you know, check out the novels, check out all the exciting stuff that we have planned, because it is a new center universe, and we're going to keep adding stuff and bringing you new stuff and weird and odd. And
here's our overall goal. We realized that, and this is something that Planet Henderson said to us one day when we were talking about this. He goes, "You guys are bringing fandom to a whole new level," and the truth is that is our goal. We want to bring fandom to a whole new level globally. We want to embrace you into what we do. I know some of you know that we have some characters that are based on some fans. Fans have created, basically a fan, Kylie, hi, you created our, the cover for our book. I mean, it blows our minds the contributions everyone makes, and our thought is, if we're in this together, then let's bring everybody together and do this together.
it really comes down to your loyalty about the Pretender and all the years that have passed, and we want to embrace that, and we want you to know that we've never forgotten it, and we never will.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of that, I have a present for you from many of the fans that they've been putting together for a long time. So
Wow.
this is for you guys.
We've been nervous about this for a long, long time.
It's not a bomb.
The red file.
The red file. So this has been put together by all the fans, and it really,
Oh my God.
it is really a cool thing. While you guys look at that, I'll just say that you're able to bring all the fans into this, and that they're going to be a part of everything. So that's something that, you know, really hasn't been done before. So it's pretty neat. So guys, start sending in your questions. I know we have a bunch of them because we are about to start answering. So I'm not sure if our monitor, Jenna Hannon, can send us first question.
Ask him if we can use it.
And I can ask the first question. We have a question coming from Alice, and she wants to know, when you say graphic novel, do you mean it will be released directly into a trade paperback format, skipping an individual comic book size release?
I can answer that one.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I'm glad you came.
Yeah, okay. No, they're actually going to be 6 issues of 22 pages each. We're not 100% sure if we're going to do it just digitally or we're going to put them out as floppies, but we will then take all 6 issues and put them into a hardcover graphic novel that, I believe will be available digitally as well. And that will not only have the 6 issues, but it will also have artwork, sketches, script pages, all kinds of things in it. So we'll be doing both of those things.
Right, and we'll figure out how, whether we do it on paper, whether we do it electronically or both, and make it as accessible to everyone as possible. Going back to this for a second, this is pretty amazing. I just want to say thank you.
You guys have gone above and beyond, and again, this is what we talk about when we talk about your loyalty and your friendship, and this will be cherished for a long time. Thank you very much.
Okay, next question. Hey Jenna, you got that next question?
I'm sure I
All
can
right,
find.
so we have a question from Emily on Facebook.
Uh-oh, not it.
We have a question from Emily on Facebook. So, Mr. Stephen Long Mitchell and Mr. Craig Van, what kind of question would you like? Stephen Horn's asking fair questions here. Where's Emily? So we're gonna go to Christian.
We know where Emily is.
Start writing novels for the Rebirth. When can we expect the second novel? And how long?
Only Christian would ask us.
Will the graphic be?
Yeah.
Well, the second novel will be coming out. Our goal is either later this year or early January of 2013. Don't hold us to that, but that's what the goal is.
All right. Here's the picture, Christian. I know Christian is responsible for this. Okay? So I know who Christian is, and I was afraid Christian would ask all the difficult questions. Luckily, we answered all of his questions about Miss Parker's first name, and what the story was behind Baby
Baby
Parker
Parker, yeah.
a few minutes
And
ago.
the cookbook.
And the cookbook, so
Yeah.
we're all done with that. Anyhow, we have a lot of things planned. If you go onto the website, what you'll see is the first novels will be up, as Craig said, on October 7th. The second one hopefully will be out before the end of the year, hopefully. But we have several that will come out next year. Our goal is...
And that's what happened to Mr. Raines.
I
I'm
can't
telling you,
believe it.
you know, the whole thing.
So he was the father of... and
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
proven out.
absolutely, yeah. So
Wow.
I'm glad that's clear.
Okay.
You guys do realize that Twitter's going to explode.
Well, we've blown up
Guys,
Google
you crashed it,
twice.
so.
Yeah, guys, again, just so you know, that was actually not the internet. That was because there are so many of you guys who love the show that it just exploded. Okay, so let's, I don't know if Jenna Hannon is back on yet, but if not, shall we take one of the questions from your site?
Yes. I say, as I look at my site.
He can read, right?
Nathalie says, est en doute, merci pour le red file. So what do you think about that, Craig?
I love the red file gift.
They said thank you for the red file, right? I think I did that right.
Nathalie, who works now in SL 14, which is just a level.
She knows where she works.
Yes, it's a level. She's
Yeah, but she doesn't want to say where she works on the interwebs.
Ah, well, we've already sent it out.
Uh-huh. She works in the Center Wine Cellar, which is a key place.
Oh, Mr. Lyle has asked if we could stay in English, please. Okay. Okay, we will do that for
I
you.
think that translates to they said thank you for the red file, I
Yes.
think.
Apparently we are back.
Okay,
Oh,
we are
and for
back.
everyone out there, all of our fans who have been telling me how to get on the shout thing, my password is not working, so neither is Craig's, so
That's what you, when
We
you
don't know what to
spill
do.
secrets about the center, that's what happens.
yes, that's it. Okay, so,
So it looks like we actually have a question up here.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, they want to know if you're going to make a movie or a miniseries.
Wow.
Well, you know, a lot of that,
We explained a lot of that
Yeah,
just a minute ago.
it's really the synergy of Hollywood loving synergy and excitement and action and success. And we think if we all kind of pull together and do that, make the book successful, everything, the website, we can build something that they have to take notice, and we can do Kickstarter. Veronica Mars is that's one of our,
Well, if they,
our models.
and if what they did just shows what the fans are, and we're not saying we'll necessarily do Kickstarter, but the point is, Hollywood will take notes. Our goal internally is to do a series of movies, but also perhaps do a mini-series that would end the series. As things evolve, we will decide what that is and the best way, because we do want to answer all those questions, but we've answered most of them here today.
We have.
We have.
You just weren't here.
Yeah, you weren't here, but we did answer.
They're
Did we answer that?
answered. Yeah.
Yes.
I heard
So,
something.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving.
Okay, so we have a question. How much does the first book cost? Do we know that?
Not yet,
Okay, that was Selena.
but we'll
Isabella,
let you know ASAP.
Isabella wants to know if Jared will have sex.
Well, it's funny you should ask.
Yeah, I'm feeling more of a book 2 kind of thing with that.
I don't know. Let me just put it this way. Ice cream isn't the only thing that's good.
And I would like to point out that there's a rather steamy scene in the first one.
Yes, there's plenty of steam
Steam.
in the first book.
There's some steam.
PG-ish.
Yeah,
13-ish.
it's all good.
Yes.
Okay, so shall we grab one from the site?
Yes. Well, you're all talking to each other. Guys, if this doesn't work, I'm going to bed and read about it tomorrow. Well, I'm sorry. That's not a
It's
question.
working.
It's working. Oh, well, let me go to Twitter. Okay.
The problem is Larry Ellison's racing the America's Cup.
That's
He's
exactly
not
the
minding
point.
the store.
Oh, right,
Google,
of course,
come
of
on.
course. All right, well, I'm actually curious about something.
Okay.
So would you actually even consider, should every single person out there buy the book on October 7th and show Hollywood that this is a really big deal, would you guys consider even doing a spin-off series?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
From different
Oh,
points of view
sure.
of the characters? Because that's something I know that we talked about that's really cool, that we're not just going to find out more about Jared and Miss Parker, but that we're going to find out all sorts of stuff about all different
Well, you know,
characters.
there are so many aspects to this whole series that we never got to explore. Young Miss Parker, the line in the pilot where Sydney says, "You were such a happy little girl, what happened to you?" There's a 10-year span there that we never got to explore in the series. We will explore that.
Sure.
The center, Jenna and Jeffrey are going to bring to life the history of the center that built it to where the series started and where we are now. It's just incredible what we can do here.
Right. If you go into the center universe, which is on the website, what you'll see is we have a lot of things planned. As Craig was saying, that the period in between Miss Parker's mother's death and Sydney saying those prophetic words about what happened to you, you were such a happy little girl, we're going to do a series of books about that. We're going to do a series of books about her learning her introduction or being indoctrinated into the center. We're also going to do some books that kind of are spin-offs from The Pretender, which allows us to do spin-off series and spin-off movies. The center universe is pretty vast, and we really invite you to come and join us. And also, one thing that I think with all the kind of Google problems we've had, we want to make very clear is email us, tell us what you think, give us your feedback, what you want from every aspect of this, because we're very responsive to the fans. And you know, we've been gone for a long time, and when we're a TV show, you don't have that opportunity, but now that we're going to be a lot of different things, you do have that opportunity.
The center universe starts with you guys. It really does, because we want to hear back what you want, and we will do everything we can to fit the need of what the crowd and the fans want. As Steve said, you'll see that we have some things already in the pipeline, which is, we hope, really cool. We think you'll like it. But as you know, the center, with all its sub-levels, has a lot of different hidden secrets. And within that, we want to expound on that and bring you as much more new material as you guys want.
Okay, I have a question from Twitter, from Miss E in the decoding department.
Oh.
Miss E asks, since Jared kept discovering things, Oreos, Twinkies, etc., is there any chance he's going to discover Cheerios cereal?
Wow.
It's provocative.
It is.
It is provocative. You may understand, he may discover something about serial killers.
Oh, I see what you did there.
But that's a different book line.
How do you feel about Lucky Charms?
Lucky Charms.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I have something for you. Laura would like to know if any of the original cast would return for the movies.
Well, we certainly hope so. I mean, we've talked to Andrea and Michael, and everybody is so. Again, The Pretender has been an experience that has been so. It's been a real family, and they're as excited as we are about this relaunch. And let's see where things go. Hopefully, together we can make some more things happen.
And here's the thing too. It's like when we were doing the pilot, Michael T. had one day looked over and he goes, "You know, when you make the movie, I'm going to end up playing Sydney." And we all laughed. And the reality is, I don't think we would have Michael play Sydney because Michael has been such an important part, and all these characters are important. But the reality is, we kind of have thought of amazing ways that they can be involved, not only in a show or a movie that wraps up the original series, but in ways that will blow your minds, and certainly blew ours, as if we go forward in a whole different kind of realm, they would still be involved. We can't imagine doing this show or this movie or this saga without them involved.
Well, we have one from Jennifer. Oh, this is great. Have you guys read any fan fiction online?
It's funny she should say that, isn't it?
It is funny.
It is funny.
No, you know what? It's we love to see the plethora of fan fiction. A lot of times, I know during the series when some of this stuff was coming online, that we kind of, frankly, legally couldn't touch a lot of that stuff. But
yes,
we have looked at a lot of fan fiction. There's a lot of talented people. That's why we want to bring you into the center universe and make this about all of us. So
one thing about the fan fiction is our lawyer, who we like to refer to as Gene the lawyer machine, she doesn't like, or basically she said we can't do this, but we're going to find a way that we can, and we want to embrace it, because the reality is, as Craig was saying, there's a lot of talented people out there, and we would like to find a way that all of those talented people, or some of those talented people anyhow, can percolate to the top and not only be acknowledged for that, but maybe even something more special.
I know it is. It's pretty cool, guys. So start writing.
doing our best.
Okay, do we have another question from the website? Or from Twitter?
Oh, let's see.
From the Twitters. And I can't wait for you guys to read the whole red file, because it's really, really cool.
Can't you record a video and put this on YouTube?
Well, we
Fans are
will.
about to go to All French Revolution on YouTube.
Wait, no, I can actually tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be all
Says
on
Rim.
YouTube. So we'll be able to put it on Fan Voice, which is voice.fan.tv. So you'll be able to go back and rewatch all of this and see if you can figure out if there are little like hidden things in there. But yes, you will be able to watch this all in one place. So it looks like we have another question coming.
Oh, here's one. A really good one from Codename Firestarter. Why was Jared's birthday never an issue on the show? That's a question to you,
Well, it
wasn't it? I mean, I was
was.
just saying it's a good question. I
No,
don't know the answer.
Jared addressed the issue of his birthday. I can't recall the exact episode, but
Did you ever watch the show?
occasionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really mean to watch it one time.
Yeah, no, but the idea of Jared's birthday came up in the writer's room one day, and we sort of all sat up and thought, does he even know what his birthday would be? And we
I knew
built
the
a
answer, but I
whole
wasn't going to let him know.
B story, center story around that, and young Miss Parker. So it has been addressed, and we'll address probably more in the novels as well. So.
Nice. It looks like we have some more from Google. Alrighty. Matya asks, how many novels?
How many do you want?
That's
So
what-
I guess the answer is lots.
That is
Lots.
what it boils down to.
It really does.
Is if you guys keep wanting more books, we'll keep writing them because this is our love.
It's our passion.
Yeah.
I have Bill from Fan Voice actually is asking us, why was the second movie so different from the series? Why Monks and Prophecies?
Well, you know, it's funny you should ask that, but, you know, Craig, go ahead.
They're the ones that gave us the free wine. I'm sorry, but monks are good with that. And, no, it was, you know, we always thought the Pretender was a push reality world that we could also push a little further. And we kind of feel that there's still room there to go, you know, even deeper into mythology and spirituality and whatnot. And we just wanted to sort of edge up against it.
Right, and as you'll see in what Jen is doing with the graphic novels, there's a plethora of backstory for where the center came from and all the things they were in for a long time that one day will all make perfect sense.
Oh, and I
When
have
you're not
one.
on the wine.
I have one. Well, do you need to make sense of the wine?
Yes.
Okay, so Stephen asks, is there a chance of a clone of Kyle being around somewhere?
Well, now that Burn Notice is over, there's a damn good chance. I think. I
Yeah.
mean, because what is he doing?
Yeah.
He got nothing to go on. I mean, it's like,
He's spending his money in Miami Beach.
Exactly.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, all the history and all the lore is stuff that we really want to touch on and touchstones within the novels that are coming up. So keep watching and keep reading.
Well, I have something from, I think I'm pronouncing this right, Cerses, who says, what will the spin-off be about?
okay, well.
The
let's-
one that you just decided you're doing.
Well, let's find out. Actually, we have, in as far as the novels go, there will be a few spin-offs. One is the one we described about Miss Parker's early years. One is one that is called Patterns or Patterns of Behavior, we're not sure yet, which is written by a special friend of ours who also, you guys will know, but we won't say who that is yet, but it's part of the Pretender family.
And it's on the website, so go there.
Shh. And it is a spin-off for a different character who had a past with Jared. And we have 2 or 3 others planned that are about how Jared has reached out into the world, and basically how the center has a reach out into the world, because the center, well, maybe in Blue Cove, but it's really all over the world, and it's touched things. So the center universe really expands in a very unique way that we find quite entertaining, and we think you will too.
It's all sort of centered on the odd and weird and unusual. So
Yeah.
if you've ever had that feeling where you pull into this town that's just a little too perfect, it probably is. And there's a
Right.
town like that the center is sort of behind.
Right.
So that's one we call Paradise. So welcome to Paradise. Check it out. And that's coming.
And who's writing that with us? Oh, we can't say.
We can't say. No.
Does it someone don't know?
Well, it's in the cookbook, so.
It is in the cook. Well, then it was all explained when we
Right.
did the thing about Baby Parker. Okay, we're good on that.
Okay, so also, I just have to point out that I've had the peach cobbler, Miss
Mm-hmm.
Catherine's peach cobbler, and it's kind of amazing. I don't know, I might have been drugged, I'm not 100% sure,
Okay? That's what Mr.
That's
Parker
what
said.
peach cobbler is.
It's true, it's true. Okay, so I think we're gonna start taking our final questions now.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And know that when we're done here, we will actually go, you can go to our website and we'll do this for another hour if we can figure out how to get in. And we'll figure out how to get in pretty soon.
And thanks for being patient with all the technological stuff. 'cause
But it's your fault.
Yeah.
You guys crashed.
Or the center.
Thank you for crashing. Can I say something about the peach cobbler?
yes, it's delicious.
Because I know people have asked this, but yes, there is something about the peach cobbler and something about Miss Parker's mother's recipes are going to be very important in the future. And that's all we'll say for now, but there will be things that people who are on the Center Insider list will get, not just the recipes, but they will also get the handwritten notes that Catherine Parker wrote on her recipe book for her daughter, and they weren't just about how to cook.
And guys, I just want to throw this out there. If you want to start rewatching the series, which I've just been doing, if you go to fan.tv and put in The Pretender, you can actually, it'll take you to all the places that you can stream it. So I actually have a
Wait a minute, I
question.
should learn how to do it, because I haven't watched it.
I will totally teach you.
Okay.
Fan.tv.
One day I should watch the show.
And then, okay, so Mark says, was it your choice to cross The Profiler and The Pretender, and he liked it a lot?
It was more of a network thing because that's ratings and all that. And when we did that, we were kind of thrilled because what we discovered was that our Pretender crew and our family was way together, and we were way on the dime when it came to mixing the two shows. Because basically the way it works in a nutshell, our cast goes to shoot with their cast comes to shoot with our cast, and then we edit the episodes together.
So it's sort of a chaotic nightmare to figure
Right,
out how to
and
do
we
that.
were very good friends with the gentleman who ran that show, and he would call us and
His
say,
name's Steve Cronish. He's a
Steve
great guy.
Cronish, great guy, and he would call and say, "You guys, you know, my people love you over there. What are you doing?" And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
we just
The actor-
we had a real family here.
Yeah, his actors who hated his show loved our show, and what was kind of fun about it was we made it a point to send flowers and cookies and whatnot to their actors when they showed up, so that they would hate them even more. But the reality is, we were lucky that we had such a great family.
That's why the center was formed in Beluco.
Right, and why they knew exactly who Jared's parents were, which
Right,
we just
and where
explained.
they lived. In fact, I'm glad we could get their address out there.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, but so now that everyone has the address of Jared's parents,
parents.
we should be fine.
Yeah, I think we're good.
And Jared's happy.
Story's over.
Okay, we're done. Thank
Wow.
you so much.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Okay, wait, I have one more question for you guys.
Okay.
And it is from Lana, who is talking about how long The Pretender's been around, and she's 17, so she wants to know why you think the show is so successful with kids.
Well, I'll tell you what, it kind of goes back to, there was something special about, that we really stumbled into. I mean, we wanted, when The Pretender started, when we sat down to write the script, it was spec. And Craig and I looked at each other one day and said, hey, what if we did this and what if we did that? And we decided not to worry about what the networks would think, not what we would worry about the studios would think. We just thought, let's just write whatever we really believe from our hearts. And we did that, and somehow we stumbled into something from our hearts that has touched people over so many generations that it blows our minds. I mean, one of the ladies, Nathalie, who asked a question earlier, or Rim, who asked a question earlier, they're very young women from France. And the idea that we have young people who love the show and older people who love the show is really a testament not to what we did, but what we tapped into somehow that meant something to us, that means something to you. And that's when we're talking about forming this communal feeling. It's something we've figured out without figuring it out, and we just want to keep giving to you guys.
Yeah, and I think the fact that there's a young audience out there is part and testament to the fact that the character of Jared he's a man-child. He's discovering life like a lot of you are out there for the first time.
And ice cream.
And ice cream, yes, and a lot of things. But he is a man-child, so there's a relationship to that, and the emotional justice that he tries to exact is very pure and very innocent and very childlike. So I think that's a huge part of why it's so popular. And the center, in many ways, represents a cruel parental figure, if you will. So that's my theory. I think that's why there's such a young audience that relates to Jared, and even Miss Parker, who in many ways is a damaged child who is finding her way, but you know, she hasn't found it yet. So
You're going to find out a little bit about why very soon.
that's right.
Okay, so before we wrap up, I just want to, give a list of where people can find everyone, because if you do have more questions. So first of all, I want to thank, and I'm giving you their Twitter handles now. Rick Nathan, which is at Rickles Nathan on Twitter.
Rickles?
Rickles. And Valerie Whitlock, who's doing our camera work, at Valerie Whitlock. OK, not OCK. Yes, she's gonna stick her head in here. And so, if you want to, and I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to get Jeff to do some more covers for us, it's at Planet Henderson or planethenderson.tumblr.com.
I'm glad you did that because we could never incite a riot to
Right.
crash his site.
Blame me. All right, so if you crash Tumblr, that'll be impressive. Okay, so you can find me if you have questions about the graphic novel at Jenna Bush. It's BUSCH, like the beer, not the president. And guys, please come check out our site. It's voice.fan.tv. That's the blog portion. You guys can find out all the really cool entertainment news. You can go to fan.tv and put in the name of any TV show or film you want to look at, including The Pretender, and it'll take you directly where to live stream. It's all kinds of cool stuff on there. And you guys can be found on Twitter.
You can be found on Twitter at Pretender Steve or at Craig1.
Yep.
And let us also give our thanks not only to Jenna but to her site. It's fan.tv.
Fan.tv.
And Steve there, thank you so much for arranging this. Also, apparently, I've stumbled into getting onto our chat. So I'm in, Craig will be in soon, and you can ask him all the difficult questions.
ThePretenderLives.com.
Right, and we're at SL15 live chat.
Guys, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you being here. Definitely come say
Thank
hi on
you all.
Twitter and on the website.
Okay.